It really has been an interesting year for all of the plants and trees growing here in England, including right here in my garden. One of the most obvious differences this year must be the amount of fruit produced on the trees at the back of my house. The amount of fruit produced this year has been outstanding, to say the least, with much larger than usual crops of both apples and damsons, both of which grow freely right here in the garden. The mild and wet spring, as well as the hot and at times rainy summer, has helped to produce an almost overwhelming amount of fruit. There is an interesting word we can use to describe something that is more than usual, especially when we are talking about quantity. We can use the word bumper to describe this particular occurrence. A better than average production or a higher than normal quantity of something will often be described as a bumper. Within the context of a sentence, we will say something such as, "We had a bumper crop of apples on the tree this year." The number of apples that grew on the tree was much larger than usual, and, in a more accurate way, better than usual. A large amount of something that outnumbers previous production of a certain thing can be described as a bumper. A car manufacturer might have a bumper year with their sales. The amount of cars sold within the financial year is much higher than usual. The profit within a company can also be described as a bumper if the figures for that year are very good. It has been a bumper year for us, as our profits are much higher than expected. A supermarket might have a bumper sale if they are offering lots of bargains to their customers. So any occurrence or result that is either surprising in how large it is or how much it has increased by can be described as a bumper. However, it is worth remembering that this phrase is only used when something is better or higher than expected. It is always used in the positive sense. I hope that 2026 will be a bumper year for my YouTube channel, with lots of new lessons and hopefully many new viewers who will be joining me during that particular time. And of course, I hope the next 12 months will be a bumper year for you and your progress learning the English language.